Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray and today I have another Flosstube update for you. I believe this is 108, something like that, but welcome. I'm terrible with numbers. If you've never been here before, my name is Rachel. I go by Rachel Ray on the internet. I am an American that lives in Ireland and I've been here for a while, a long time. I think it's been 8 years now. So today I'm going to share with you some of my projects. My works in progress. I don't have any finishes today. I have some haul to share with you. I have a little countdown box that I've been doing from HobbyWishes, and we'll get into that. But hopefully you are well and that you're sitting down with your stitching or whatever kind of craft that you're working on right now, and we can sit down and enjoy each other's company today. So first, ask me about my whip. You can get this hoodie over on my spring store. I have a link down below if you're interested. This is a really, really comfy hoodie. I've had it for a while and I always get questions. One time in an airport, someone was like, "What's your whip?" And I was like, "Oh, it means work in progress." And we had this really lovely conversation about knitting. So if you're interested in getting one for yourself, yeah, links down below. So thank you, by the way, for checking that out. Let us go ahead and get started. It has been 2 weeks since my last update, and I have been, kind of pushing these out and staggering these every 2 weeks lately because I feel like once a week, I'm just not getting the kind of progress that I was getting earlier this year. A lot of things are happening in my private life, so it's just a little overwhelming and I'm not doing as much, but 2 weeks is perfect. So let's go ahead and start with the number one thing that is on my list right now, and that is Stitchalong. This bag, by the way, gorgeous, isn't it? This is actually a book sleeve from Love You More Studio. And also, if you're looking for links for things, definitely check out the description box for the link haven and the whip list. I have most of my works in progress listed on the whip list Google document, and the link haven has all of the bags, all of the little tools that I use, links to stuff like that. So if you need supplies, go to the link haven. If you're looking for information on the project, check out the whip list. Okay, that's enough explaining. Stitchalong is a competitive cross stitch. Oh my gosh, and I haven't even told you about, okay. It's a competitive cross stitching group, a designer, M and Matt, and they create mystery Stitchalongs, Sals. I'm trying to explain this. Basically, you as an individual can participate by yourself or you can join a team. And I've joined a team because my friend Jessie is a captain of Team Sips and Stitches. And as a team, we have challenges that we participate in for points, and it's all friendly and competitive, but sometimes we get really into it. And we did get into it, and I'm really, really proud of us. We had to recreate a scene, in an iconic scene in a film or a TV show. And as a group, we decide the Knights Who Say Ni from Monty Python and the Holy Grail was going to be our thing. It kind of shows, the theme of us. So anyhow, we changed it to the Knights Who Say Frog instead. And I'm going to link that video down below. Please go watch it. You probably already saw it on Michelle Bendy Stitchy's Flosstube, but definitely go check it out. Give it some love. It's hilarious. I had a great time participating in it. Got a costume. I even bought a bucket to make a helmet and everything. It was fun. It was really fun, and we won. I couldn't believe it. I mean, we did put our hearts and souls into it and tried to make it as funny and relevant as possible. And that was awesome. So congratulations, team. We did it. It was great. And thank you to Dr. Christy, who's Christy's Christy's Corner Needlework here on YouTube. Please subscribe to her channel. She was the one that edited everything together. Okay, so we are doing a stitch along, and this is my stitching. So it is hard to see on camera, I know this, but it says, if at first you don't succeed, and I have created my own ending that says, embrace chaos. Next time I check in with you, this will be finished, and it will stand out more. But just to give you a little bit of details, this fabric is Bee Stitch Me's Cosmos in an opalescent. So it is really shiny and really out there. Again, Embrace Chaos really fits me personally. But yeah, it's wonderful. I love it. It's also not centered correctly and all this other kind of stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine here. I'm using my own palette. They provided 2 different colorways, suggested colorway palettes. And I based mine off of the second palette. I just used a bunch of flosses that I have in my possession that came from boxes, that came, you know, from wherever, and they are very pretty. I do love the flosses for this. So that is Stitch, and I'm so happy to be a part of it again. We didn't have Stitch last year, and I missed it. It's fun. It's fun to do fun competition with people, right? So that is the #1 project. I also have a diamond painted version, but I don't think this is going to count. But it is almost finished. If at first you don't succeed, it's only attempted murder. I don't think that counts towards finishes, so I'm not in a hurry to finish this one. I'm more focused on the stitching. And yes, that is the update for Stitch. Next up, we have Modern Folk Embroidery, Ever Totes, and Roxy Flasco made a countdown Sal, #CountdownSal for the season. And if you would not like to have your surprise ruined in any way, if you haven't seen the pattern and you don't want to see it, please close your eyes now, or look away, or move me forward a bit, okay? But this, what did I hit? This is my current progress on MFE's, I'm calling it MFE's Countdown Sal. I'll talk about that needle minder in a minute. So I am still on day 10. I'm still technically on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, the following Wednesday. So I'm behind now, but that's okay. Life is life, right? I'm slowly keeping up. And one of my favorite parts is actually the birds. To me, now I'm going to try to get this nice and close so you can see. Aha. So in my opinion, it looks like the birds have their tongues stuck to a lamppost. I don't know if that's the way that it's supposed to look, but that's what it looks like to me, and I love it so much. I love it so much. They have their little tongues stuck to the lampposts. It's my favorite thing so far. I am kind of happy that I'm a little behind now, because I am just going and doing a whole banner at a time. And I kind of wish that I had done it for this one and this one, and this one as well. What I had done up here was I was very, very careful, and I fussy cut these parts. So these I call my leeks. They look like leeks to me. I made sure that the flowers at the very top are exactly symmetrical. And then I had, you know, like this part was white, and then the leaves were green, or green and blue. But then when I got down here, I just started losing it a little bit, because the parts were coming out at different times on different days. And so this doesn't really make too much sense. But what do you think? Do you think it's still okay? Do you think that that's still okay? I mean, they're all different colors, but anyway, I'm bringing back the cohesiveness with the next few bands, and I'm making sure that each element stays the same color. But in my color palette here, it is one silk that I got from a box, I believe last year. And this is a Silks for You. It's not on their website. It was exclusive for the box, I think. And it has purple, blue, green, teal, white. So it's basically like 4 color families. And it's gorgeous. It's really fun to work with. So I take off a really long piece, and then I just, on this row, I'm just going for it. I'm just doing the entire strand, no fussy cutting. I want you to be able to see all the colors. So that is where I am right now. This needle minder up here, this is from my friend Cal at Cal's All Crafts on Etsy. And this is a new needle minder that I got, and I'm going to share those with you in just a little while, from HobbyWishes on Etsy. And it's a thistle with a bee on it. Oh, the fabric that I'm using is called April Showers. It's a 16 count Aida by Bee Stitch Me. And I'm really liking working on the Aida for these projects, these kind of mystery stitch alongs, because it's easier for me to count if we have to go far away from some element. So really, really liking using the Aida for these projects. Then again, I don't project shame or fabric shame. You know, you use what you're comfortable with or what you feel fits the project, right? Next up for stitching, we have a very highly requested whip of mine. And people really, really wanted to see this worked on. So I'm just going to move all of my threads out of the way. This one is called Christmas by Renato Parolin. I'll put it on the screen where I was last time. And I'll try to fold this over so that you can see well. This is on a Lugana from Fortnite Fabrics called Morel. And I believe that it is a 32 count as well. It is. This is where I am now, if I can get it to. So Christmas by Renato Parolin. This is such a fun piece. I love working on this piece. So I finished the top of the tree. The top is completely finished except for the one little bird on the right side in the little basket. And I really enjoyed working on this, but I think I'm done for now. I was reaching for this almost every single night for almost over a week. And there's nothing wrong with this project. I feel like I want to go and do another Christmas themed project. I have quite a few of them, so, but that is such a beauty. And this is just going to fit on this fabric. So I am a little bit nervous about starting to go down, but I think I'm good for now. I think I'm going to put this back in the bag and let it hang out for a little bit longer. But I finished all the beaks on the robins. I did the hanging hearts. There's snow. All the snow is done. Everything is done at the top. It's really beautiful because there's these red ribbons that go through it, through the whole tree. And down in the pattern, there's candles, there's more hearts, but they're like on a little ribbon, you know? And I think there's icicles and snowflakes too. There's a lot of little hanging things from the tree, and it's really cute. And I love it so much. And the needle minder is from ACF Creations. That word just wanted to roll right out of my face. Okay, next up we have my Dark 13 stitching, which I'm keeping in a Caroline bag. This is from Evertote, same company that's doing the MFE Sal. I think last time I looked at her shop, she actually had some of these in stock still. It's got loads of my dog's fur on it, so I hope you didn't see that. But this is Dracula's Confession by Lindy Stitches, and here's where I was last time. If I don't have a picture, I'll just tell you. So I didn't have anything after I Love Shade. So I've done all of this. I did this last night while I was watching TV. And there's the side border. So on this, I am just over 50% done, and I'm starting on some leaves that are right here. And this floss right here is a Valdani silk, and I'm using it's 3 strands. This is a 32. Is this 32? It's either 28 or 32. I think it's 32 count, gilded by Mystic Fabrics. This was a fabric of the month. And it looked perfect for all the dark colors, the reds. I thought that this gold would really make it pop, and I love how it looks. But I did my Dark 13. I hit 300 stitches, and now it's ready to go back into the bag, because I'm going to need to start some new projects. But before I show you those, I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to show you my haul. So let me just rearrange these things over to the other side. How's your stitching going? Are you enjoying yourself? I hope so. I hope you're finding some time to stitch. What's going on? Oh, okay. I will be back. We had to take a little break. That was a little longer than I expected. So I want to work a little bit on this project, which is actually one of Michelle Bendy. This one is called Trimming the Tree. And this is where I am. This is my only, I think this is my only other Christmassy, wintry whip at the moment. And I'd like to get a little bit more of the snowman done, maybe some of the tree, maybe match it up. I don't know. But I'd like to work on this a little bit, because it's definitely been a whip since like 2019. So that's the plan. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on my Stitch. And who knows? And the Modern Folk Embroidery, of course. I want to keep up or try to catch up or do something, do whatever is within my capabilities at the moment. And right now my focus is to finish my Stitchalong piece, because we get points for that, and I want our team to have a high ranking this year. So that is cross stitching. I'm going to show you some of the things that I've picked up in the last 2 weeks, and then I'm going to move into knitting. So this is kind of like a haul. First of all, I went to the Jingle Ball. Did you go to the Jingle Ball? Tell me down below. I went to the Jingle Ball, and I enrolled in a class that was finishing cross stitch on antique books. I didn't get to finish the entire tutorial, but I have the link, so I will be able to access it. This is my book. This is an antique. It's called The Lectures of a Certain Professor. This is actually written by a priest named Farrell. But I love the book. The inside of it is, the pages are lovely, and they have that old smell, and it even has like Father Nicholas dedication. This was printed in, if this is right, I don't think it says. It says it's 1887. That can't be right. but it's definitely early 1900s, if it's not late 1800s. So there's this beautiful book. I got this secondhand. Oh, it almost slid away from me. At a charity bookshop that was a pop-up shop, and I just loved the cover. So I was thinking about finishing a project on the back. And one of the things that Teresa said that we need in order to finish on an antique book is this kind of mount board, a mounting board. So you can use this to put your cross stitch on stuff. And you could even use this for, like, it's a sticky board that you can, say, put your cross stitch on and then put it into a frame as well. And then that way it won't move around. It's acid free, so it shouldn't wear down the fibers of the embroidery either. And I got this on Amazon. So I think I've put the link in my link haven if you would like to get it. Otherwise, you could just search for self-stick mounting board over on that website. And also I did get, so here in the basket behind me is a gift from one of my Twitch supporters, Hannah. Hannah took a cross stitch, a full cross stitch piece that, well, not, you know what I mean. She took a design and she separated the design into daily chunks by color. So each day is a different color, kind of like the original Modern Folk Embroidery countdown style that I'm doing is each day a color, and then you bring back the color, and yeah. So I did purchase all of the necessary DMC. Look at those colors. Isn't that cool? So we've got greens and pinks and blues. She told me who the designer is, but it's actually on the piece of paper. And this is Happy Little Mouse on Etsy. Once I know what it is, I will buy it for myself. But I'm really excited. I think I know what it is based on the colors, because I looked at the shop and I was like, it could be this, it could be this. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, that is, I did get that. And then my one non-cross stitch thing that I purchased is yarn. There is a tank top that I would like to knit myself. I saw it on Instagram by the designer Naked Knit, and basically this designer does bralettes, like underwear, right? And so on Black Friday, the one other thing that I got other than dog booties and for the snow, and I don't know what else I got for myself. I got cashmere. I don't know if you'll be able to see just how soft and squishy this is. This is Lang Yarns Cashmere Dreams. I got this on lovecrafts.co.uk, and because it was on sale, I think I got 30 or 40 euros off. So I think I have 8 of them. I have one less than the called for amount on the pattern, but it's okay if this is just a little bit smaller. It's fine. It's okay, because I can kind of block it to the right size. As long as it fits around the bust, then I'm good. Basically, if you're knitting undergarments, you want it to be cashmere because it'll be on the skin, directly on the skin. You don't want any irritation whatsoever. And cashmere is extremely insulating. So the idea is that we are currently in a very cold snap right now, and all I want to do is have really warm core heating stuff. So this is my next project. It will be just a simple tank that will go under my clothing. And it's not for other people to see. It's just, you will see it. But yeah, that is the idea. Those were my purchases. And then we get to knitting. So I have a finish for knitting. Kira, if you're watching this, I finished it, and it will be available for her Christmas present. This is for Isla, baby Isla. And this is her first blanket. Well, her first knitted blanket by hand, hopefully. Maybe one of the family members has knitted something by now. But she was born in September, and I started this before she was here, I believe. Or did I start it after? I can't remember when I started. But the last time that you saw this, I was here. So I have completely finished this blanket since 2 weeks ago. This is a very easy pattern as well. It is corner to corner. And this marker here is just to show me which side is the right side. But it was a very, very simple one to use. I used Audine Wools as the main color. Audine Wools by Knit Crate. This is Shine Sport in the colorway Flirt, which is an 80% superwash merino and 20% tencel. Tencel is a vegan yarn. It's very stretchy. The little pops of color are just yarns that I had in my stash that I thought would be pretty with pink. So we have the light pink that I had in my Pinions poncho. The pink and the purple were dyed by my friend Heike of Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. And then the gray is actually the gray that I used in my very first sweater. So there's lots of special memories for me in this blanket, even though it's not going to be for me. And that is from Curio Yarns, who's here on YouTube. Check her out. So yes, very beautiful lap blanket. This will block out to a bigger size, but it's perfectly fine to go in the washing machine. It's for the baby, and hopefully this will make a good stroller blanket. Or like I was thinking, is it Lionel in Peanuts who always carries around a blanket like this, and the blanket drags on the ground? And yeah, I wanted Isla to have a blanket that she could grow up in, and maybe, you know, one day we will be good friends, because her mother and I are good friends. So it'll be, you know, I don't know, hopefully she'll feel loved with this blanket. So then when I finished that, I brought out another knitting project that I have, which is, what is it called again? Excuse me while I just check I'm going to check the pattern since I had it up just a little while ago. I think it's called the excuse me, Northern Warmth. This is Northern Warmth so far. Yeah, that's the front. Last time, oops, hang on. The last time that I showed this, I believe I had just started the patterning. So there are areas on this that are patterned, as you can see. It looks so good in the light. Normally I'm working on this in the dark, so it's nice to see what it looks like. And it is made of alpaca, so it is very, very soft and very warm, and it will need to be blocked. But look at that first beautiful line of patterning. I have this linked as well, by the way, just so that you can go check it out if you want. It is the designer Designer is Victoria Shevchuk. It's available in Ravelry. And yeah, that's where I was last time, where that little minder in the middle, the little donut is. So very proud of that. I will keep working on this. This is kind of like my future Christmas scarf, and it's very geometric and very pretty, and I enjoy working on it. I especially like the fact that, and I'm just gonna pop this up. So there are these patterns, yes, and I'm not used to working from a chart. So I did buy the magnet board. This is by the company Prim, and it's very helpful to have the magnets on there to help you see where you are. I'm more of a visual person, and the highlighting thing is just not for me. So I will hopefully get some more work on that, but I would actually really like to make this cardigan because it is cold, and the cold is driving me to do more warm clothing stuff. In fact, I went on to some website came up, and they had free patterns, and one of them was for a crocheted duster. Do you know a duster? It's like basically a cardigan, but a very long cardigan. Sorry, I mess with my hair and then it gets all frizzy. A very long cardigan, and like I just want to be wrapped up in the warmth. Oh, I forgot the most important part. Okay, sorry y'all. Whoops. I wanted to show you my knitting clearly. I purchased the HobbyWishes. Oh my gosh, things are falling. The HobbyWishes 12 Days of Christmas Advent box, which had 13 little presents by this designer. And you know this designer because of like my little turtle needle minder and my matching scissor fob. You can see it there. Maybe if I put it in front of my clothes, I don't know. I really enjoy her work. She is very talented and makes beautiful things. And so that's my filming arm. It's full of needle minders. So major spoilers for this box. I already showed you one of the needle minders. It's the thistle with the bee. She also made a gnome with a little honeycomb heart, and also be warned, there are a lot of bees here, so if you don't like bees, you might want to look away. But this needle case, so beautiful. She made this scissor fob. This one is kind of cool. It reminds me of Beetlejuice. She also made this scissor fob. Has the monstera leaves, and like those little beads remind me of like lemons or something. And there's a bee there. There are 2 floss rings like that. There is a needle threader. Oh, sorry, and it's got those little charms on it there. It's hard to see myself and the stuff. She made these pins. I think they could be pins or froggers. It's a daisy, a bee's skep, or a bee's nest, and a bee itself. I think this would be beautiful in a pin cushion. She also made the main needle minder is this one. This is one of her dragons. It has the bee wings and the daisy, and also the matching backer, like a magnetic backer made of polymer clay. And then day 24th was in this clear bag. I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it under my desk so it's not so loud. This is so beautiful. It's a Monstera leaf Christmas tree. So sorry it's not focusing well. It's because it's so shiny. But it's a little ornament for the tree. And it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. And I am very chuffed with all the things. I mean, these are so beautiful, and honestly, like, at first when I opened it, I was like, I've forgotten that I got the bee one. But I'm so glad that I did, because they are so pretty, and I will 100% use them. HobbyWishes is her site over on Etsy. HobbyWishes, just one word, of course. And it was nice to open up a little present every day. I've been opening them up on Patreon. I have a Patreon where people help support me and all the craftiness that I get up to. And thank you very much for doing so. If you are interested in joining my Patreon and you aren't already there, it is Rachel Ray Craft over there. I've got a link down below, but unfortunately signups will not be open again until the 31st or the 30th, my bad, of December, because I have given my regular Patreon members the month for free as a thank you and a happy holidays. So if you're interested, just hang on till the 30th. But in the meantime, if you want to support me, go buy a shirt, a hoodie. That would be awesome. I'm really bad at promoting these things, but I do have really exciting news for you all that I've been waiting to share until the end of this video. In the new year, am going to start uploading Flosstube to a new YouTube channel. And I've created this channel. It's called Rachel Ray Fiber Arts. And that's going to host all of my cross stitch, my knitting, and future projects that I have in mind that I really, really want to share with you all, including some stuff to buy. So look forward to that in the new year. Nothing all at once, but Rachel Ray Fiber Arts. I have the link down in the description box for you if you'd like to go and subscribe. I think I have 100 subscribers already. It's kind of crazy. I didn't think it would happen that fast, but let's just go check real quick. If I go and click that button, ooh, 90 subscribers already. I only told my friends on Patreon. I mentioned it in my last Whip and Chat video, and I told people on Twitch, and there's 90 of you already. Thank you so much. I am hoping to post my very first video either on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And yeah, it's just basically so that I can separate my diamond painting stuff from my fiber art stuff. And I've been thinking about that for over a year now, and it just makes sense to me to do that at this point. So yeah, thank you so much for going and checking it out and joining me over there. I can't wait to bring you floss tubes, tutorials, you know, all the stuff that I want to do here, and maybe some designing, maybe some yarn dyeing. I have ideas and I haven't told anyone. So, typical me. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to do the things like subscribe, share, whatever you like to do. Leave me a comment and let me know what you're working on. I'd love to see it, to hear about it, and I'll see you next time in my next upload, which will be in about 2 weeks, probably. Yeah, 2 weeks, right after Christmas. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for a whip parade. Bye!